Your life is shaped from the moment you wake up. The thoughts you think, the words you speak, and the beliefs you reinforce all determine the direction of your day, your success, and your future. Most people start their mornings in reaction mode, letting the outside world dictate how they feel. But those who win take control from the very first second. They program their minds for success before the world even gets a chance to interfere. Your mindset is your foundation. It's either working for you or against you. The difference between those who succeed and those who struggle isn't luck, it's how they condition themselves daily. And one of the most powerful ways to do that is by speaking the right words into existence every single morning. Your words create your beliefs. Your beliefs drive your actions, and your actions shape your destiny. Today, we're locking in 3 life-changing morning lines. 3 powerful statements that will set your mind, energy, and focus on the right path. Say these every morning and watch how your confidence, momentum, and results transform. Let's dive in. Mindset shapes reality. Your mindset is the foundation of everything you experience in life. It's not just about what happens to you. It's about how you perceive it, interpret it, and respond to it. Every thought you have creates energy, a ripple effect that influences your actions, emotions, and ultimately your results. The most successful people in the world didn't get there by chance. They got there because they trained their minds to see opportunity where others saw obstacles. They programmed themselves to believe that success was inevitable, not optional. If you wake up every morning telling yourself that you are unstoppable, that today is your day, and that success is drawn to you like a magnet, your brain starts to operate on a completely different level. You shift from being reactive to being proactive. You move with purpose, confidence, and certainty. And here's the truth, certainty is power. When you believe in something so deeply that it feels real before it even happens, you start taking the kinds of actions that make it a reality. Think about it. 2 people wake up in the morning. One says, "Another day, I hope nothing bad happens." The other says, "Today I dominate. I attract success. I create results." Who do you think wins in life? It's not luck, and it's not just hard work. It's the mental framework through which they see the world. Science backs this up. The reticular activating system, RAS, in your brain filters information and focuses on what you tell it is important. If you constantly focus on failure, problems, and negativity, your brain will actively look for more of that. But if you tell yourself every morning with absolute certainty that you are unstoppable and that success comes to you effortlessly, your brain will start to find opportunities, connections, and ideas that align with that belief. Look at world-class athletes, top performers, and successful entrepreneurs. They didn't achieve greatness by accident. They achieved it by conditioning their minds to expect success, to see challenges as opportunities, and to believe in their ability to overcome anything. And it all starts with the words they speak to themselves every single morning. So if you want to change your life, start by changing your morning routine. Speak these 3 powerful lines into existence and watch as your mindset, energy, and results shift in ways you never thought possible. Entrepreneurs and top performers in any field have mastered the art of programming their mindset. They visualize success before it happens, seeing themselves winning before they even step onto the field, into the boardroom, or in front of an audience. Because their mind is already convinced, their body follows. Their actions align, their decisions align, and success naturally follows. But let's be honest, most people don't do this. Most people wake up and let their environment dictate their mindset. They check their phones, scroll through social media, and allow whatever they see to determine how they feel. That's weakness. That's surrendering control. You must take ownership of your mindset before the world has a chance to hijack it. Here's something powerful to consider. Your words influence your subconscious mind. If you constantly say things like, "I don't know if I can do this," or "I'm not good enough," your subconscious will believe it and act accordingly. But if every morning you stand up, look in the mirror, and declare with full conviction, "I am unstoppable, I attract success effortlessly," your subconscious begins to find ways to prove you right. It's like giving your brain a GPS coordinate. It starts navigating toward that reality. Success isn't just about intelligence, talent, or luck. It's about conditioning your mind for greatness. It's about rewiring your brain to expect victory, not just hope for it. So every morning, before you do anything else, remind yourself, mindset shapes reality. And when you master your mindset, you master your life. Challenges fuel growth. Most people fear challenges. They see obstacles as barriers, as signs that they should stop, as proof that they're not ready. But the truth is, Challenges are the gateway to your next level. Every great achievement, every massive success story, every world-changing innovation came from someone who faced challenges head-on and decided to grow through them rather than retreat. When you shift your perspective on challenges, everything changes. Instead of dreading them, you start welcoming them. Instead of seeing them as problems, you start seeing them as opportunities. The person who embraces challenges is the one who ultimately wins. While everyone else avoids discomfort, stays in their comfort zone, and plays small, the one who seeks out challenges gains an edge. They develop mental toughness, sharpen their skills, and become unstoppable. Look at history. Every major breakthrough, every revolutionary idea, every legendary leader was forged through adversity. Steve Jobs was fired from his own company before he built it into one of the most powerful brands in the world. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team before becoming the greatest player of all time. Thomas Edison failed over 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. The difference between them and the average person? They saw failure as a stepping stone, not a roadblock. Feedback is not a final destination. Instead, it serves as fuel to ignite motivation rather than extinguish it. Most individuals tend to avoid pain, struggle, and anything that causes discomfort. What they fail to realize is that the very things they shy away from are often the keys to their success. Growth doesn't occur in comfort, and strength isn't developed through ease. The person who actively seeks out challenges, embraces discomfort, and pushes past fear is the one who truly levels up. Consider the analogy of working out. If you go to the gym and lift the same light weights every day, will you get stronger? No. Muscles only grow when they're pushed beyond their current limits. The same principle applies to your mind, skills, and success. To grow, you must push past your current boundaries. Challenges aren't designed to stop you. They're there to shape you, refine you, and prepare you for what you've been striving for. Every time you face resistance, your body, mind, and spirit are being trained for something greater. When you struggle, fight through adversity, and overcome setbacks, you emerge as a different person, stronger, wiser, and more resilient. When the next challenge arises, you face it with even greater confidence because you now know you can handle it. Success isn't about avoiding challenges, it's about mastering them. If you aspire to greatness, to dominate in your field, or to live life on your own terms, you must stop running from difficulty and stop waiting for things to become easy. Instead, step up and say, "Bring it on!" Every challenge is an opportunity to rise. Every struggle is a stepping stone, and every setback is a setup for something greater. From this moment forward, change your relationship with challenges. The next time you face resistance, don't complain, make excuses, or retreat. Instead, smile, step forward, and remember, this is your moment to grow. Gratitude unlocks power. It's one of the most potent forces in the universe. It's not just about feeling good, it's about shifting your entire perspective, energy, and ability to create success. Most people go through life focusing on what they lack, what's missing, or what's wrong. They wake up thinking about their problems, stress, and fears, and here's the thing. When you focus on problems, you attract more problems. When you focus on stress, you invite more stress. But when you wake up and focus on what you already have, when you start your day with gratitude, you set the tone for everything that follows. Gratitude isn't passive. It's not just saying thank you and moving on. It's a state of being, a mindset that reprograms your brain for abundance. Science supports this. Studies show that people who practice daily gratitude experience higher levels of happiness, lower stress, and even improve physical health. Why? Because your brain operates based on what you feed it. If you consistently tell your mind that you are blessed, that you have more than enough, and that opportunities are everywhere, your brain begins to align with that reality. In searching for evidence of this truth, the most exceptional leaders, successful entrepreneurs, and top performers worldwide don't just practice gratitude sporadically, they embody it. They begin each day by acknowledging their blessings, no matter how significant or minor. They recognize that gratitude acts as a magnet for abundance. When you value what you already have, you create room for more. It's like tuning into a specific frequency. When you emit gratitude, the universe reciprocates by providing even more reasons to be thankful. Many people misunderstand this concept. They think, I'll be grateful once I have more money, land that promotion, or achieve my goals. But this mindset is backward. You don't wait for gratitude, you choose it now, and that decision propels your success. You don't attract more by fixating on what's missing, you attract more by appreciating what's already present. The individual who wakes up and declares, I'm so grateful for this day, my health, and my opportunities, is the one who will see new doors opening. On the other hand, the person who wakes up complaining, focusing on lack, and dwelling in frustration, repels success. Gratitude also sharpens your focus. When you appreciate what you have, You stop being distracted by what doesn't matter. You cease wasting time on negativity and comparing yourself to others because you realize you're already on your own unique, powerful path. You move forward with confidence, knowing you're already winning, and that energy attracts even more victories. Consider this. Have you ever noticed how some people always seem to be lucky, how things consistently work out in their favor? That's not coincidence, it's a pattern. It's the result of someone who has trained themselves to see the good, expect the best, and operate from a place of appreciation rather than lack. When you condition your mind to focus on what's working, you unlock a level of power most people never access. Here's the truth. Gratitude is the antidote to fear. Fear cannot thrive in a mind focused on gratitude. Stress cannot dominate a heart filled with appreciation. When you start your day with gratitude, you shield yourself against negativity. You become unshakable, someone who isn't derailed by setbacks, because you know that no matter what happens, you're still blessed, still capable, and still on the path to greatness. Gratitude is also fuel. It keeps you moving forward when challenges arise. It reminds you why you started and turned small wins into momentum. And momentum is everything. The most powerful thing you can do each morning is remind yourself of your blessings. I am grateful, I am focused, I am already moving toward my dreams. Because when you live with gratitude, you move with a level of confidence that most people never experience. Confidence drives action. It is the key to everything, the force that transforms ideas into action, dreams into reality, and goals into achievements. Without confidence, even the most talented, intelligent, and capable individuals remain stuck. They hesitate, overthink, and wait for permission. But those who succeed in life don't waver. They don't question whether they're ready. They move with certainty, trusting themselves, and because they trust themselves, others trust them too. Confidence isn't about knowing everything or having all the answers. It's about believing in yourself so deeply that you take action regardless. The biggest mistake people make is thinking they need to feel ready before they start. That's a lie. You don't need to be ready, you just need to take the first step. Action builds confidence, not the other way around. When you move forward, even when uncertain, you strengthen your confidence muscle. The more you act, the stronger that muscle becomes. Most people hesitate because they fear failure. But the truth is, failure is only dangerous if you let it stop you. The most successful people fail more than anyone else because they take more action than anyone else. They aren't afraid of making mistakes because they know every error is a step forward, every misstep a lesson, and every setback a setup for a comeback. Confidence isn't about never falling, it's about knowing that every time you fall, you rise stronger. Look at any top performer. Athletes, CEOs, leaders, innovators, what do they all have in common? Unshakable confidence. They don't let doubt control them. They don't wait for external validation. They don't let fear paralyze them. They take bold action, and that action creates momentum. Once you have momentum, you become unstoppable. Confidence is magnetic. When you believe in yourself, others believe in you too. It doesn't matter how talented or skilled you are. If you don't project confidence, no one will take you seriously. People don't follow the smartest person in the room. They follow the person who believes in themselves the most. When you walk into a room with confidence, speak with certainty, and move with purpose, the world takes notice. Most people never develop true confidence because they're waiting for someone else to give it to them. They think, once I achieve this, once I have that, then I'll be confident. But confidence doesn't work that way. Confidence isn't something you acquire, it's something you decide. It's a choice. You choose to believe in yourself before the results appear. You choose to walk like a winner before you've won. You choose to speak with certainty before you have all the answers. And when you do that, you begin creating the very results that strengthen your confidence. Think about a time when you felt unstoppable. Maybe it was after a major victory, a moment when everything fell into place, when you knew without question that you were capable. That feeling, that energy isn't random. It's something you can generate every single day. Confidence isn't reserved for a select few. It's available to anyone willing to embrace it. And here's the best part. Confidence is contagious. When you act with certainty, when you take bold steps, when you refuse to let fear shake you, you inspire others to do the same. You become a leader not because of a title or position, but because of the energy you radiate. Leaders create change. Leaders make things happen. Leaders build empires. The reality is, most people are living far below their potential because they haven't given themselves permission to be confident. They wait, they hesitate, but not you, not anymore. Because confidence isn't something you wait for, it's something you claim. And once you claim it, everything changes. Your mind is your most powerful tool. How you start your day determines how you show up, how you perform, and what you attract into your life. When you shape your mindset, challenges transform into opportunities, gratitude fills your strength, and confidence drives your actions. Success isn't about waiting, it's about creating. And it begins the moment you open your eyes. Now is the time to take control. Speak these words. Train your mind. Condition yourself for greatness every morning, because when you own your thoughts, you own your life. If you're ready to keep leveling up, subscribe to Tony Robbins' channel and make this part of your daily routine. This is your moment. Step up and make it happen.